hear this chant? Not me. Not me. No, sir. No, not me. Me, I can tell you why, see? Hear this. Listen. Me are the caramel teaser, Q-face teaser, stiff titty, round body, big cocky please, I'm a lover tag teaser.
Are you, I know, so Dillian manages you.
He's my manager, yeah.
Have you got a promotion deal?
No.
Not yet. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I don't want one.
Well, yeah. All right, it's not coming. It's not coming.
Nah, like I don't have a promotional deal by legals or whatever else, but I'm of the mindset of where I don't believe like necessarily you need a contract. Like me and Dill get on a very good level. We have a contract obviously because he's my manager, but with Matchroom, I don't have any actual signed contract to them. But I'm the type of person that if you give something to me, I'm going to give you mine as well. So there's no reason, even without me being signed to Matchroom, I view myself as a Matchroom fighter, and they view me as a Matchroom fighter as well. We don't need to put pen to paper. I'll always be loyal to them and look out for them and do what I can for them as well, and the same way they have for me. Because when I started out, they didn't need to. They could have said no, and who's this guy? Why are we putting him on a show? No, we can put X fighter on our own.
I'm glad they put you on.
So yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
So no, I haven't got a promotional deal.
Yeah.
Which also does give me freedom as well, because the thing is with promotional deals, for whatever instance, whatever occasion may happen where I want to fight on a Queensbury show with Frank Warren, or I want to fight in America, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I can do that, but without having to have that second conversation with a promoter, because I don't have a personal contract. It's just a management contract through a deal. So it gives me more freedom, but not that I have any interest in doing that anyway. But at the moment, it's just, it's the options there if I ever wanted to. So I'm kind of in a win-win situation anyway.
You're like freelancing.
Yeah, I'm a freelance. I'm self-employed.
Freelancer.
I work when I want. I turn up when I want.
Look at you, boss now, ain't ya? Send him to Gibraltar. Look, he went there all humble. Come back. Look now. He's the boss. That's all good. You deserve it. Like big up Smoking Joe. He's a great fight. Great last fight. Your pal.
Thank you, Smoking Joe. Appreciate it.
Smoking. So talking about Dill. Deal there. So all right. So because I actually wasn't that aware that at first that Dillian was. I don't know if I was aware that first fight was Dillian managing you. So when we was naming about like Dillian's his like out of boxing but in investment, I don't remember mentioning you because I don't think I was aware that you. I was aware of you, but I wasn't aware.
You didn't know we were attached.
Yeah, he's attached. Yeah. So I've had Xavier Miller on the show and Yusuf on here, and big up them, Yusuf. That. Okay, then we'll touch on that. So with the Povetkin fight now with Dillian, right now, when I watched it, because I always just keep it super 100. I don't business who I interview because everything I say is on tape, innit? So it's no point like trying to change it.
Hide or lie from it.
Yeah. Which I'm still going to say the same thing. When I saw Povetkin, I knew he weren't well. I knew he weren't well. That's not Dillian's fault, by the way.
No.
Like I said, that's not Dillian's fault. I speak to a lot of trainers and coaches, and they've had fighters that have had COVID, and they said, even it affects everyone different. And for the fact I had it, right? I had 6 days, and it just went as quick as it came, as quick as it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And I've got asthma, and it
same.
I have you. High five.
So when I got it as well,
high five, man.
Hey.
The asthma crew, the asthma COVID crew.
So that's what I mean. So when I got it, I thought, oh shit, like this is gonna mess me up. Yeah. I'm gonna be done.
I'm going off for
2 days. I felt rough for 2 days. I felt
high temperature.
Yeah, high temperature. I was tired a lot. I was like getting hot, getting cold really quickly. Blah 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 blah. All of those kind of just strong flu symptoms. But I never got a cough. I never got a cold. My asthma never kicked in, so I never got wheezy, which I was lucky about. And it lasted for like 2 days.
Oh, you're
and then
lucky.
by day like 6, I was like screwing. So I had to go for a run just because I wanted to like test myself and just see if I'm still good, if everything's still there. And I still banged out a good half an hour run, still decent pace and that. So I was fine, really. It didn't kill me too much.
Big up Tunde, just texting me. Shut your face, you.
What?
Tunde. Big up Mr. Ajayi. And he's somewhere in the building, but he's just texting. Why don't you say something out loud? Big up Sporting Icons.
Yes, big up Sporting Icons. That's my guy.
We love him, don't we? We love him, don't we, Sporting? We do.
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to get I Love Wardley
Icons
t-shirts now.
There's a good guy.
I Love Wardley t-shirts. That's what I'm getting made now.
Yeah?
I'm rooting all the way for you now. Don't let me down. Now, you're allowed to lose. I still root. I'm not one of them superficial ones. You can still lose.
All right, good.
Because you've got a nice personality.
I'm glad.
You've got a nice personality. I'll root with you. Carlos Takam all the way as well. Love him to pieces.
Yeah.
He wants me to do his next UK ring walk.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
That's cool.
That'd be sick. Get the fight, though, Carlos. Get the fight.
Yeah.
Get the fight. So what I'm saying, all right. So with the COVID, I had I had a 38-degree temperature. Then it went to 39.1. I was thinking, rah, man, like, do I go to hospital? But I was like, I don't know. This is getting to 40. But I've also had meningitis twice. And so I know what it's like to feel really ill. And
a bit down. Yeah.
I was in hospital for 4 months.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 4 months with that. And so I gauged it like that, and I went, well, it's not like that. So phoned my doctor. I gave my doctor. I had a headache, had a then runny nose. I could smell, but I couldn't taste.
I was the same. That same?
You need to stop being my twin.
I was the exact same. I never get headaches either over nothing.
Yeah.
And for 2 days, my head was just rocking, and I was like, "What is going on?" And then I was like, that was the thing that got me thinking, like, shit, maybe I've got something here. Maybe I need to get this like checked and thing.
Yeah.
I started going to the fridge and like opening like jars of certain things and seeing if I could smell them or whatever.
And you couldn't.
I could still smell them all fine.
Oh no, you could smell, yeah.
Yeah, I could still smell them fine. So I was like, oh no, I'm cool. And then like, I don't know, I had dinner, I had some sort of meal, and I was like, oh, this tastes a bit like bland. There's not really much to this. But there was like, I remember I put loads of spices in, blah, blah, blah.
I was putting salt more. Yeah. I was like, give me the salt. Chucking it more on it. There's like, it's salty, Shan. I was like, I can't taste it.
Yeah.
I was like, give me some orange juice.
Yeah. So I couldn't taste nothing.
Couldn't
so mine
taste.
took about two or 3 weeks to come back properly.
Yeah, but same with, God, you need to stop. Same with me. And then, so I had the temperature, no cough, no nothing, didn't have to draw for any inhalers. I was like, all right, cool. But as I segue back into Povetkin, so you could clearly see he weren't well. He came in looking a bit softer than what he looked for the last weigh-in. He's actually came in a little heavier, but obviously he was in hospital. Now, he didn't say nothing at the time. Like, the fight has been postponed a lot of times, cool. But at the end of the day, Povetkin, like, you could have still postponed it until you felt 100% better. Like, there's no point saying it now. Like, So how do you feel about him now coming out and saying that?
I don't think that's fair. Not just with Povetkin, but for any fighter. I don't think it's fair because ultimately we all go through things.
Yeah.
We all have our problems. Like, I got COVID at the beginning of January, so what am I going to do? Cry about that? Like, I'm asthmatic. What am I going to do? Cry about that? Through the whole camp, I had a serious, like, bad back issue where my lower vertebrae were condensed and I could barely do certain movements and things, and it was affecting my sparring. What am I going to do? Cry about that? Like, you just... This is the sport we're in. Like, we get through. I've had fights with like broken wrist, broken knuckles. I had a fight with a broken rib once. Like, and that was in pre-camp. That was in sparring. I got that. Like, and I still went through and got the fight. So we all we all have our things. We all go through something. It's not. I don't think it's fair to take away from the fighter, especially on like either on the night or like sometime immediately after. They're the two different things. Because Molina even did the same thing to me. As soon as I beat him, and he got back up, you can see in like pictures and videos and stuff, he's like pulled me close and he's talking in my ear and he's saying, look, if I didn't have this happen to my training, if I didn't get COVID, if I didn't have this, I'd have beat you. I was like,
no, you wouldn't have. Not you on your best day, and me, I've given you a 4 out of 5, mate. Shut up. That's
the only bit I don't like. I don't respect it because I believe that we all go through things. We all have our own problems.
Yeah, there is. No fighter comes in 100% anyway.
Nah, never. I don't think it's fair for you to then come out and be like, oh, well, I had this. So
Dillian would have beat him. I said this. Dillian would have beat him even if he was well. 100%. I was of the mindset that, and I said this. I said, I get it. He didn't look well. Everybody's noticed that, but let's just call a spade, even if he was well. That Dillian was the mindset that he was coming in. He was going to beat him anyway. He made a slight mistake. And he knew where it was, how he was going to adjust to it and beat him. But Povetkin's legs was just gone from the maximum violence, boy. I saw maximum violence straight. You know what? You know the prediction I done was bang on. You know, I predicted Dillian to end it in round 4. Do you know? I was on, big up Pep Talk UK, by the way, because I was on Pep Talk. Everybody was like, you know them ones. What are you talking about? What's she on about? It's going to go to points. Oh, it's going to be late round stoppage. It's going to be that. I was like, all right, cool. Round 4. Round 4 came in.
Boom.
Shan over here. I told you about this one. Also, the Joshua Pulev, I said, right, round 9 or 10. Everyone was like, nah, man, it's going to be done in like the first 4 rounds. I was like, it can be, but he's not going to do that. He's going to show us an amalgamation of 2 styles. Ruiz 2 and what he's learned thus far. 9, 10. Shani was right. I keep doing it since after the Lomachenko one. I got everything right. Bud Crawford, Elbrook. Yeah, that's. If you need any analytics on anything, just throw over the data to me. I'll give you the best. That's what I does.